three. Got it! And it's good! All right, everybody, welcome. Here we are. Cold open today as we start this one off. A little early. JV ended so early that varsity ready to rock and roll. So here we are. And again, the Lady Trojans from BR into town. 6-0, 6-0 record. Durfee coming in at 2-3 off the win last night against Dartmouth. Nice feed down low, and the Trojans are on the board to start it off as Fiona Kelly with the basket. Travel called. Real lopsided loss for Durfee on the road the first time these two teams squared off. 83-22. BR took that win. Don't see a lot of blowouts like that typically. But the Trojans really, they had full command early on. Durfee was not able to ever crawl out of the hole. 3 ball, no good. The rebound going. Talia Tuh with the basket, and she'll take the second shot, the extra shot, I should say. Foul on Landry Karen, Durfee's first. We'll run down the rest of the starters here. For BR, Amber Silva, number 2. Captain number 10, Fiona Kelly. Captain number 21, Bella Calvani. Captain number 24, that's Kenzie Matalonis. And then you just saw number 34, Talia Tuh. Missing that free throw, but the basket was good, and now Matalonis with the deuce as well. 6-0, Bridgewater-Raynham for Durfee. Starting tonight for the Hilltoppers, number 12, Julia Hargraves. Number 14, Margaret O'Connell. Number 15, Cameron Lewis. Number 22, Landry Karen. And number 24, Mackenzie Carrero. And Tuh puts it in for 2, and 8-0, Coach Smith for Durfee calling timeout. So the ladies will go to the huddle with Coach Marcel Smith. The BR Lady Trojans with their coach, Cheryl Seavey, who's in her 6th year with the Trojans. Durfee without Jada Holly and Lauren Kuchar tonight. And but some nice personal statistics from last night's win. Cameron Lewis and Mackenzie Carrero both with double-doubles last night. Good performance against Dartmouth. Again, that was a 60-41 victory over the Indians yesterday evening, and the boys taking the win on the road as well. Durfee gets the inbound. Hargraves pulls up and juggles it. Lost the ball. Thrown back in by Matalanis as she went sliding out of play. Ball put up, it bounces off the rim, out of play. Hargraves comes away with it. Full steam ahead for Hargraves, and ball comes loose. And looking at that first game, it's an ugly stat, but it's, you know, you can't make it up. This is what happened. This was history. So in the sense of this is what happened in game one. So it was 26-2 BR over Durfee after just one quarter. So again, and that's why coach called that timeout early here. 8-0 out of the chute. You don't want to dig that big of a hole. Settle down. Make sure we're all concentrating and whatnot. So Coach Smith's wanting to rally the troops early and just say, hey, you know, let's work hard, keep working hard as Lewis is going to go to the line. And let's not build too much or dig too much of a hole for ourselves. First free throw missing. Last night, not a very good free throw night for really either Dartmouth or Durfee. Just about 50%. I don't have exact percentage here for you. 1 for 2 at the line. Down the court, wide open. That was Silva. Couldn't put it up. And out of play. Inbounding pass to Silva. Steps back for the three, puts it up, no good off the back of the rim, and a quick whistle. Talia Tuh picking up her second foul here in the first. Second team foul for BR. That one was on the floor, and now another whistle. It looks like Tuh's going to get hit with number 2. She is. 3 fouls for Talia Tuh in less than 3 minutes of play here, and she's going to take a seat. By my unofficial count here, 14 for 26 Durfee was at the line last night. So right there around 50%. Passing it to Lewis. Lewis jukes right, puts up the shot, and it is blocked. Quick release 3, no good. Flying in for the rebound was Kelly, and a whistle sounds, and it'll be Durfee's second foul. This one on Lewis, and 2 shots coming here for Fiona Kelly. Basket good. One of 4 captains for the Trojans. Both shots good. Bella Calvani also a captain. Shea Bolin a captain, and then Matalanis as well. So 3 of the captains starting. That one, a long 3 from Hargraves, goes over the rim. Good pass down the court. Put up, the rebound is there for Jacques. No good. Ashley Jacques just came in for Tuh. As the Hilltoppers pick up their 3rd foul. 2 shots now for Jacques. The foul was on Hargraves, her first. Reese Bartlett coming in for the Trojans. Both shots missed for Jacques. Reach around there. Carrero unfazed as she takes it to the basket. Carrero had 18 points last night. Jumper is good from Posick. Out of play. Dana Posick, number 3, with that jumper there right around the free throw line. On the far end, made it 12-3. And it'll be Trojans ball as that went out off of Durfee, so a turnover as it went out of bounds. 2 versus 1, Lewis breaking towards, and it's thrown away. Might have been intended for Bartlett, but she was more at the baseline than where that pass actually went. So after Durfee lets it go out of play, BR does the same. Hilltoppers ball. Low inbounding pass, scooped up by Carrero, a reach around, and a foul on Posick. 4th Trojans foul. Collision there at the, while Carrero went right into the scorer's table, doing everything she could to keep that in bounds. Thrown away by Posick, right into the hands of Carrero, made her way back under the basket. And she was there to pick the pass off in the air, puts it up, is fouled. BR in foul trouble early. 5th foul for the Lady Trojans. This is the 2nd straight on Posick since she's been into the game. Not too long ago since she came in. Carrero will take 2 shots. First one good. Last night, only 1 trip to the free throw line for Carrero. It was a 1-and-1. She hit them both. So the majority of her points coming from the field. Both shots made. Pass to Jacques, now down into the corner. Back to Jacques, breaking to the basket. Beautiful setup right there. Hargraves to Carrero, crosses the emblem. Looking for a lane, found the lane but lost the ball. Coming back is Kelly, goes out of play. Off of Durfee though. No fouls. Oh, a little too hard off the glass there for Jacques. Out of play. Hargraves gets it into Carrero. And a jump ball. You know, that's something that we've seen as well that's, you know, kind of quick. It's the sideline inbound. Again, no baseline inbounding here. Too much time. Durfee was running out of time to inbound, so coach calls timeout. But the jump ball, one of the things that we've seen this season, the officials much quicker because they, I guess, again, from what I'm told, is that the COVID rules and being close contact, they don't want players jostling for the ball so close for so long, trying to rip it out of their hands. So any kind of double contact for both sides, it's going to draw that whistle. So, and that's why it almost looked like the ball was stripped, but a very quick jump ball called by our referees tonight. Hargreaves back to the sideline. .303 to play in the first. Bouncer into Carrero, almost stolen by Matalanis. Carrero, quick jumper for three, and it's to the right of the basket, no good. The rebound going to Ayanna Nelson-Alford, who just came in, gets it back yet again. And a jumper put up there inside for Juliana Souza, no good. So Durfee, a couple chances there, but they come up empty. A collision at center court as Matalanis goes down. And it'll be Durfee's fourth foul. This one on Juliana Souza, who just came into the game. Going out, and nice job. Great effort there from Kelly to keep it in, but then it gets thrown out on the back end there as she tried to save it and let it sail. It goes out. O'Connell will inbound for Durfee. Hargreaves trying to get free, a little push off there, getting some separation. Almost like you see in football when you're coming off the line, the receiver and the defender there. And it creates some separation. Carrero driving the lane, ball stripped, foul coming. It looks like it'll be on Bartlett, and this will be BR's sixth. And it is on Bartlett, her first. 2 shots for Carrero. First shot made. Carrero 4 for 4 here in the early goings at the free throw line. And it's 14-7. All ball there from Nelson-Alford, but it's kept in, and then on the back end of it, a 3-ball for Matalanis as they kicked it back out to her in the lead up to 10. 5 of Durfee's 7 points coming at the free throw line. So from the field, having some trouble with BR's smothering defense, kicking it out to O'Connell. She wants 3. Boom! She answers a 3 of her own. For 2, Carrero lets it fly. That's also for 2 on the line, long, put back by Jacques. Under a minute left in this first quarter. Oh, nice cut off there from Bartlett to steal that one back. 3, well long. Picked up on the far side, now going all the way across the arc in front of the Durfee bench. Oh, travel called on Bartlett. .6 seconds, the differential here. Game clock at 30.6, shot clock at 30. So Durfee can pretty much run it down if they want to end this first quarter. Down 9, passing down into the paint to Lewis. Lewis backpedals, tries to put it in off the glass, gets her own rebound, goes down to the court, and she's gonna take 2 shots. She did that so well last night. A lot of second chance opportunities. Getting her own rebound, bouncing back. Bigger story there, though, with that foul. It's already BR's 7th foul here in the first quarter. So Durfee's going to the line for 1 quarter and 20 seconds. This foul was on Calvani. It's a lot of fouls for the first quarter. Anytime you put a team into bonus in the first, definitely troublesome. So we'll see a lot of free throws from now until halftime. Lewis, like her first trip, missing the first shot but hitting the second. And she's going to take a break as Landry Karen comes back in. Also into the game, Leanne Torres-Lugo. And Hargraves getting called on a foul. So Durfee not too far behind the Trojans. 5 fouls for the Hilltoppers. That's the second for Hargraves. And I believe, yep, coach actually just took her out. Brought in Evangeline Souza, not wanting a chance. Another foul here at the end of the first. Oh, bad pass, but kept in somehow by Silva. Desperation shot. Ball still in play. Durfee has it. That's going to end the first quarter. 19-11. The Trojans lead the Hilltoppers after 8 minutes. Definitely an improvement from the first go-around for Durfee. As both teams go into this 2.5-minute timeout, you see the Lady Trojans there on your screen. Really, the bottom line here is for the Hilltoppers, they got to do more from the field. You can't just rely on the free throws. I mean, they're definitely going to get their chances, you know, again, with the Trojans already with 7 fouls. But the Hilltoppers need to do better from the field. You know, for BR, just a quick count up, 7 field goals and 1 3. For Durfee, 1 field goal and 1 3. They do have 6 points at the line, 6 for 8 at the free throw line. The Trojans 2 for 5, so less trips to the line, but still, you got to be able to make some shots from the field as well. 8 points is not a big deficit this early on, but we've seen what the Lady Trojans can do and the kind of run that they can go on. So you got to stay close. You cannot afford to let the lead swell on you if you're not hitting from the field. That's really the bottom line. It'll be Trojans ball to start us off. Over the top, trying to go over the shoulder. Kind of an interesting play there as the second quarter begins. Jumper no good. Again, the rebound to the Trojans. This time Kelly gets it to go. So a 10-point lead again for the Trojans, 21-11. Back to Carrero now. Shot taken, shot made for 3. Quickly down the court, now wide open is Silva. Steps to her left, takes a shot off the left side, the front of the rim, no good. Now, interestingly enough, that time no jump ball called. And it seemed to be a little extra time there for the players to kind of release. Carrero is going back to the line for the third time as the Trojans pick up foul number 8. First foul on Matalanis. And 2 shots for Carrero. That's her first miss of the night. Durfee had made 5 in a row. Both shots missed. Tough trip that time for Carrero. Hilltoppers trying to pull off a 5-point swing, cut the lead in half. Unable to. 3 ball, Silva, got it. O'Connell fouled on her way. 2 shots coming. That's Fiona Kelly's first foul. And 2 shots coming for O'Connell, who did not go to the line at all yesterday. Hits the first. Hilltoppers making some subs as Lewis and Hargraves come back in. And it appears Kara Cronin, number 4, just came in for Calvani, number 21, who just exited as well. So both sides with a couple substitutions. Second shot, no good. And Lewis called on a foul here. Her second after just coming back in. 6th team foul for the Hilltoppers. Coming there on that rebound. Cut off by Carrero. Looked like an NFL corner coming in and picking it off, picking off the pass. Basket made. And Carrero already into double digits for points. Rebound to Lewis. 11 points for Carrero, who has the ball crossing the court. Lewis gets it in the paint in triple coverage, gets her own rebound yet again, loses the ball, screened, and that was great defense, I want to mention right there, by Kelly. That's a prime example of, and why no foul? You're wondering, well, there was contact. Why wasn't there a foul as Kelly puts one in? Kelly was planted, feet planted on the court. If anything, it would have been offensive if there was a foul. Cronin puts it in there as BR stole it back on the inbound. And now a whistle. Offensive foul on the Hilltoppers. So 2 straight turnovers. Carrero getting called on that foul. It's Durfee's 7th. But getting back to that last play there on the other end, it was good defense from Kelly. Drop back 3, no good. Lewis was there, it's tipped behind her, and it was put up by Kelly. Now back out to the point. And they'll get it to Silva. She'll go for 3, no good, into the hands of Cronin. Cronin gives it to Kelly, and it bounces in. 10 points for Fiona Kelly. 6 in this quarter. 13-point lead. Durfee timeout. Timeout coming here almost halfway through the second quarter. It'll be Durfee ball as we begin coming back to play out of the timeout. Down the court it goes. Hargraves sending it out to Karen. Snags it out of the air. Tough shot for Landry Karen. Put it up. Lewis there to back her up. Real off balance. A good take there from Karen. Lewis did the rest. Tipped by Karen that time. It got to Carrero. She took it away, and now she drives the lane. Offensive foul. Carrero second. Hilltoppers up to 8 as a team. Of course, offensive does not give the other team shots, so BR just with the inbound. It's essentially a turnover. That one will dribble in for Silva. Out of play. Too long to inbound. And another turnover for Durfee. We saw Dartmouth have some problems last night with that. A couple times, in fact. They get it to Kelly. Kelly floats it off the fingertips, and again, a favorable bounce. 8 points this quarter for Kelly. 12 now for the game. And it's a 15-point lead for the Trojans. Timeout for Durfee as Jacques and Matalanis refusing to let Carrero get past the emblem. Smothering defense here for the Trojans. Ball comes loose. It was taken away from Carrero on the inbounding pass. Durfee with only half of the shot clock to work with. They're all the way down this end of the court. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Shot clock violation. That whole possession for the Hilltoppers completely overpowered by the Bridgewater defense. Just from Carrero being double teamed and trying to get across center court. And then having to call timeout, and then again, you're only getting the 15 seconds after that. Half the shot clock was used. Loose ball, Hargraves trying to get there. Carrero's gonna dribble it and take it away from Silva. Trying to drive the lane. She goes sliding down. Silva puts it down. Stolen on the inbound. Kicking it out to Bartlett. No good. Kelly going up the ladder for the rebound. A jump ball called as Lewis also had a hand on it. BR's 10th foul coming up here. Madelana's picking up her second, and 2 shots for the Hilltoppers. I believe Hargraves is going to the line. Two shots for Hargraves. That one goes in and out. So a 1-for-2 trip for Julia. Once again, long pass down the court. And always seems to be a Trojan down there waiting, breaking back. And Karen, with the bump, gonna pick up her second foul. Durfee's 9th. And now 2 shots coming for Bartlett. First trip to the line for her. Basket is good. That one skips out. And now Durfee picking up foul number 10. Carrero, her third, all 3 coming in this quarter. One of them was offensive. Kelly at the line now. Second trip to the line. This is her first miss. She was 2 for 2 the first time. Second one good. 38-20 the score. Hargraves working the sideline, double teamed. You know, the defensive press for BR has just been so impressive here. You know, like I said, we haven't seen this Lady Trojans team in some time as Silva gets hit with that foul, team at the limit. So Hargraves back to the free throw line. We haven't seen the Lady Trojans over the last couple of seasons. You know, it just worked out that way. You know, we ended up picking up, you know, like say a Durfee versus Somerset game, for example, you know, and teaming up with Blue Raiders Studios and, you know, just like we've done with DCTV and New Bedford Cable Network and whatnot. So, you know, we would do that instead because, you know, Somerset Durfee, good rivalry games. So, you know, sometimes we would drop 1 or 2 games, you know, that might be for a conference, for example, this, you know, Durfee and BR, and do one of the local matchups just because it's, you know, even a more familiar matchup. And, you know, but really the Lady Trojans have been solid. And this year really very impressive, particularly with the offense. Durfee in a tough spot here because now Carrero just picked up her 4th foul and all 4 coming in this quarter. And she's going to have to sub out now. And aside from a basket for Lewis and the 3 from O'Connell back in the first, Carrero's the only other Hilltopper with points from the field. So that's going to be a loss for the Lady Hilltoppers out of play. You know, to give you a sense of, you know, some of the dominance for the Lady Trojans on their 6-0 start here, the scores are really quite something. At Dartmouth, 73-25. At home versus Durfee, 83-22. At Brockton, 65-24. Versus New Bedford, 74-36. At St. Mary's, that's the closest one, 66-51. And then versus Dartmouth, again, the rematch, 59-27. So really, the offense has been just incredible, and then the defense equally as incredible. And you see the margin of victory. 90 seconds to play in the half. And the steal for the Trojans defense once again. Kelly to the basket, no good. Please excuse me, that's not Kelly, that's Emma Flaherty, number 11. O'Connell picking up her first foul. First shot made by Calvani. That one no good. Hargraves cuts in. And now Calvani picking up the foul. So Hargraves coming down this end now for free throws. Nothing but net on the first. This is her third trip to the line, and she's hit the first shot all 3 times. That one rolls out and off. Bartlett. And the turnover. Hargraves looking for some room. Puts it up and is fouled with 63 seconds to play here in the half. And Hargraves to the line for the 4th time this quarter. The foul there on Bartlett, her second, in a penalty-filled first half for both sides. Lots of fouls. Both shots missing for Hargraves, who goes down to the corner, gets her own rebound. Reaching is O'Connell. She tries to get it to Souza, but cutting it off is Silva, and we're under a minute. Really good effort there from Hargraves, though, to try to keep possession out of play. Trojans ball. Coach Seavey calling timeout with 49.1 on the clock. So far this quarter, 20 points for the Trojans after 19 in the first. Up to 39 points total. Hilltoppers had 11 in the first. They've put up 13. Inbounding will be Flaherty. Three ball off the top of the glass. Now, you know, it's interesting to me. Sometimes that's out of bounds and sometimes it's not. As we saw, it was called out of bounds, I forget, either last night or last Friday with the boys. I can't recall which, but there was a situation, the same thing, where it went high. So kind of interesting, it was not called there. Stolen by Durfee, now stolen back by the Trojans. The shot clock is off. Basket good from Flaherty. Lewis has it come loose, can't get the shot off. Now there is a foul being called, so I think we may. Yep, there will be 2 shots here, so the whistle is, the half is done, but Jacques called on the foul, and 2 shots for Lewis coming to end the half. Right now, 41-24, but a chance for Durfee to add. Lewis misses the first one. These will be uncontested shots because, again, we're at no rebound. There's no time on the clock. Lewis misses them both. Tough night at the line for Cameron Lewis so far. So it will stand 41-24 here at the end of 1 half of play. All right, we will step aside. The third quarter coming up in about 4 minutes time. They're going to start the clock here for this halftime break. So we'll see you in a couple minutes on the other side for the third quarter. You're watching live basketball from Durfee High School. Stick around.
Fall River has traditionally been in the forefront of honoring members of the armed forces. Please assist in the mission to complete our Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall. The names of approximately 58,300 American heroes will appear on the aluminum panels. Black granite pavers may be purchased to memorialize those who proudly served. We welcome you to be part of this once-in-a-lifetime project. To make a donation, order an individual paver, and see future announcements, please visit VietnamMemorialWall.org or connect with us on Facebook. 100% of your donation goes toward construction and perpetual care of the healing wall. Committee members expect a formal dedication in the spring of 2021. The spirit of this cooperative effort is of value to us all.
Welcome back, everybody, to the field house. Third quarter about to commence here at Durfee High School. The Bridgewater-Raynham Lady Trojans with a 17-point lead, 41-24, the score here after one half of play. Here's a live update for you, though. Some good news. The Durfee boys are up by 7 in the third quarter, 43-36, out in Bridgewater, at Bridgewater-Raynham. So on the road, the Hilltoppers trying to make it 5 in a row, the boys, right now with a decent lead in the second half. Tons of fouls in the first half here at Durfee. I'd like to see both sides kind of limit that a little bit. Not for anything, it just really disrupts the pace of play. I mean, we sat at 90 seconds for about 3 minutes. I mean, seriously, it was incredibly long, particularly the second quarter, because of all the bonus shots. 3-ball for Silva looks good. It's good. And she's got 10 points. And it is a 20-point lead for the visiting Trojans. Bigger story here for Durfee is that one of their captains, Carrero, as Hargraves goes out of play. Carrero is out there right now, but she's got 4 fouls, and all 4 of those came in that second quarter. So she's in danger of fouling out. So there's really no room for error for Mackenzie Carrero. High lofting pass off the bottom of the backboard. Carrero driving the lane, looking for some space. Kind of opened up for her, and she's got the basket. Had a good first half, 2, 4, 6, 8, 11 points. Make it 13 for Carrero with that last one. Long 3, no good. Tipped by Lewis, the rebound, and it goes into the hands of O'Connell, who had 4 first half points. Lewis also with 4, and 3 for Hargraves, all coming at the line. On the other side, that one doesn't go. BR really spreading out the scoring quite a bit. Kelly had a tremendous second quarter. Another 3 for Silva, no good. There is Calvani. Kelly had 9 points in that second quarter. $13 for the game. Hilltoppers getting called on the foul. It's their first, O'Connell's second. And the first shot for Kelly misses. This is her third trip to the line. She's now 3 for 5. 6 points for Jacques off the bench. 1 for Calvani, 1 for Bartlett, both at the line. 5 for Matalanis, all in the first. And 4 for Tuh, also in the first. Second shot made by Kelly. Tuh picked up 3 fouls in the first 3 minutes of the game, one of the starters. She is back out there, number 34, but she sat for the rest of the first half after those first 3 minutes of play because of the foul problems. Basket made. Shot up, no good, into the hands of Tuh. Down the court, that's a beautiful take to the basket. Matalanis, granted no pressure there, but still good balance. Rolls it off the fingertips. That always looks very pretty when you're taking it to the hoop. It's that, got that just natural flow to the basket. No good from Karen, and right back to Matalanis, this time feeding it down the court to Calvani. Hargraves to Souza. Carrero had it tipped away, gets it back, gathers herself. Now pulls up on the side of the paint. Basket no good. Breaking once again. Madelanis with the basket. Trojans had 2 players breaking back there uncontested. Three ball for Carrero, it's good. Carrero up to 16 points. That's her second from downtown. Give you a sense of, the difficulties for Durfee's offense to contend with BR's defense. As that one's put up by Calvani. Here's an interesting stat for you. The Hilltoppers have 3 from downtown and just 4 from the field. So it shows you the trouble that Durfee's had getting to the basket and really getting clean shots off. Where they've been able to drive the lane, they're drawing the fouls, and that's why we saw so many fouls and so many free throws in that first half. The Hilltoppers went to the line as Hargraves is back there. I mean, just put it in perspective, Hargraves, this is her 5th trip to the line, and we're only halfway through the third quarter. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 free throws for Durfee in that first half. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 made. So below 50%, and the miss there from Hargraves. So the Hilltoppers not making the shots at the line. A lot of points left out there. That one made for Hargraves, so she's fluttering, let's see, 10, she's 4 for 10, so 40% for Hargraves individually. And when you have one player with 10 free throws, it kind of tells you the story that, number one, a lot of fouls for the opposing team. Number two, you're getting to the basket, but you're not getting good looks because of the defense. Loose ball, and it does appear that they're going to call Jacques for going out of play. Stripped. Hargraves loses it. And the Trojans will take it back. Nice around the back there. Madelanis has done that a couple times, passing across to Silva. Gets her own rebound, throws it up, no good, tipped. Lots of contact. The official does call a foul. We saw his hand go up, but then the whistle didn't sound. It's going to be Durfee's second foul. Second on Juliana Souza. And 2 shots coming here for Ashley Jacques. She went to the line in the first quarter, missed both. This time hits the first shot. Second shot. Oh, how about that? Bouncing around up there, and it does fall. Hargraves. They go all the way around to the far side to Souza. Kicking it back out, it's tipped. It'll still be Durfee ball, though inbound with 16 seconds on the shot clock. Subbing in is Bartlett. Silva taking a seat. Little extra height on the court. Carrero banks it in off the glass. Oh, a collision there, and I think Carrero lucky she didn't get called on the foul. Making contact. Basket good. And that looked to be Posick making her way through the lane, through the traffic. Hargraves down into the corner to O'Connell. Gonna take the 3 ball, no good. Great feed down low. Bartlett, her first from the field. And the Trojans have netted 20 points in the third. We still have 100 seconds to go in this third. Back across to O'Connell. Baseline, almost lost it, and a double. Cronin almost lost her balance. Would have been a travel off the front of the rim into the hands of Matalanis. Steps back, wide open 3, had all day with it. 64-32. Off the back of the rim, Carrero went for the 3. And a 2-girl break there for the Trojans, and Matalanis with the basket. Hargraves, quick release. That was Torres Lugo. Comes back to O'Connell, no basket. 20 seconds left in the third. And a foul. Third foul on Souza. Third foul for the team. Jacques will inbound. Flaherty finds some space, and she'll get on the stat sheet her first basket. Souza for 3, no good. And that ends the third. Well, the good news is that we saw a considerable, wow, tongue twisted there, Evan, come on, enunciate. A considerable fewer fouls for both sides. Only 4 total in that third, which is why it just flew by. The bad news is that the Hilltoppers are down by more than 30 in an incredibly impressive third quarter for the Lady Trojans, who upped their lead by they put up 27 points in that third. Durfee 8. So defensively, outstanding. Yes, some turnovers for the Hilltoppers as well. But nonetheless, the offense for BR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players on this roster, on this 12-player roster, had points in that third quarter. I mean, that's just like unheard of. So a highly impressive third quarter for the 6-0 Lady Trojans. Let's add it up here. Silva, number 2, with now 10 points, 4 points for Posick off the bench. Cronin, 2 points for her. Kelly, one of the captains, she's up to 14. Had a quiet third, only added the free throw. Flaherty with a basket just recently here, just at the end. 8 points total for Jacques off the bench. 5 for Calvani. 3 for Bartlett. Going off was Matalanis. She had 9 in that quarter, 14 for the contest, and 6 for Ta in limited time. Very impressive. For Durfee, it's been Carrero. She had two baskets and then the 3, and then one free throw for Durfee as well, and that was it in the third. 3 ball. Matalanis with her 3rd from downtown. Basket made for 3. And a foul. 4th quarter at BR. We'll give you another update on the boys. The Trojans have come back, and they lead Durfee. They're heading into a timeout. We don't have an actual, they don't have a timer running on their broadcast out there in Bridgewater-Raynham. But it is 49-47 BR. Both shots made by Silva. It was Karen's 3rd foul, the 4th for the team. And it's 73-35. Carrero lets it fly. Lewis gets the rebound, holds on to it. They'll kick it out to O'Connell. Takes the shot. It gets tipped. She waited too long. I think she wanted to pass it off and couldn't. Hargraves goes down. Travel called. Coach Smith still trying to wrap his head around how that was Trojans' ball after the collision with Hargraves, but can't hear what the conversation was. Looking for Lewis instead. Coming away with it was Calvani. She puts it back up on the 2nd attempt as a nifty around the back pass from Ta set it up. 40-point lead for BR. Lewis can't get it to go. They get it to Silva. Silva to the basket. 14 points for Silva. Carrero wants another one from downtown, wide to the right. Skipping off and into the hands of Pasek. Nice feed to Kelly. Kelly fouled on her way to the basket. Durfee's 5th. Landry Karen picking up number 4, so now she and Carrero with 4. You know, McKenzie's had 4 since the 2nd quarter. Managed to stay out of trouble. Kelly with the miss. Now 4 for 7 after the miss. Second one made. Guerrero trying to cut in, cannot. Defense just too tough. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, wow, long three, and it's wide to the right and a bit short. Three ball. That one was put up by Jacques, no good. The rebound to Nelson Alfred. Ayana out there for Cameron Lewis. And Karen called on the violation, the turnover. Foul called. Durfee sixth, and Mackenzie Carrero's night is over. She is just fouled out of the game. So coming in is Evangeline Souza. Loose ball. Jumper goes over the rim, no good. And Souza gets the rebound after just coming in. Hargraves off balance, puts it down. Jumper for Bartlett is good on the other side. And BR up to 80 points. Three minutes to play. 10 seconds on the shot clock. And Durfee gives it up, stolen away. As the Trojans come down the court. Travel called. Tight one at BR, 52-50. The Trojans lead the Hilltoppers in the fourth. With 20 seconds to play, and BR does have the ball on their home court. Three ball for Mulhern is no good. Posick with the jumper, no good. Hargraves coming out, it appears. Oh no, timeout, excuse me. Saw Coach Smith call a timeout. Oh, it's just for the subs, my bad. Okay, so Ayana out of the game. O'Connell goes back in. As we come up on the 2-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Hargraves thought about three, gonna pull up from the baseline. That one no good. Basket for Cronin, no good. And a foul on the floor. Cronin picking up the foul there on the floor. And amazingly, after so many fouls in that first half for BR, this is just their second foul of the entire second half. Three ball put up, high off the glass. Evangeline Souza with the three. And a whistle. Another three put up, no good that time. Good pressing defense for O'Connell and Souza, and thrown away. .60 seconds to go. .5 seconds on the shot clock. O'Connell. Travel called. And a foul coming with 3 seconds on the shot clock and 10.6 left in the game. 7th foul for the Hilltoppers. First foul on Torres Lugo. 2 shots for Mulhern. Missing that first one. Second shot is made. And she's officially on the stat sheet. 5 seconds to go. Basket up, and that'll count at the buzzer. But nonetheless, another big win for this Trojans team. Has been so tough on everybody this season. They improved to 7-0, and they sweep the season series against the Hilltoppers tonight. An 81-42 victory for BR on the road. Very impressive. Quick update here before we wrap it up here at the field house. Out at BR, 54-50. Durfee had to play the game, the foul game, and we're down by 2. They fouled the Trojans. The Trojans took 2 free throws and made them. 3 ball put up by the Hilltoppers, no good. And that was at the buzzer. And it appears this one has gone final. So Durfee's 4-game winning streak, the boys, coming to an end on the road at BR, but a much closer contest. You can tell, you know, how Durfee's improved from, say, the first time we saw them here, which was against Bridgewater-Raynham, that 30-point loss. Big improvement for the boys playing on the road. A tight one, 54-50, the loss. We'll see the Durfee boys on Friday. That's the next time we'll have coverage for you from Durfee High School as the Dartmouth Indians come to town. We'll see the boys team on Friday. Until then, for our camera crew tonight, Daniel Keating and Abby Buston, I'm Evan Massoud saying so long from Durfee.